was one instance where we were working on a large casino in Las Vegas, and all the product as they were opening it out of these crates was just falling apart and just breaking. All the executives that were there, and they were taking out the product, and I was just watching it collapse. So I got on the phone with my boss, the owner of the company, and I said, look, we got a really big problem here. And he said, well, you have to tell them that it's their fault. It's how they're storing it. It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with our packaging. And I said, well, that's not quite honest, is it? And he says, I don't care. I can't replace all of that. So you're just going to have to make it work and put the ownership back on them. And I said, and he says, if you don't do it, basically you're fired. So I stood in front of all these executives that I've known for a long time through various companies I worked for, and I told them it was our fault and we would replace them all. I had my boss on the phone while I was saying it, and he was screaming at me, and I just basically hung up the phone, got on the plane home, was fired. And I remember I was crying home, driving up the Taconic Parkway, which is, if you're from the Hudson Valley, is very precarious, and just crying because I had like 4-year-old and infant twins. And I said, oh, what am I going to do? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm the breadwinner of my family, and I just threw everything, like, and that's where I just decided I was going to take this 413 thing and just see where it was going to take me. That's kind of what set this whole thing on its journey. I also was talking to some former colleagues of mine through other companies that I worked for, told them what I was doing, and they were like, well, let's see your product, you know? And so I would show them some of our samples, and they go, well, I'd sell this. So next thing you knew, I had an independent sales force throughout the United States. I've been very communicative with community capital and what my needs are, and they've always reached out to me. But they have these, you know, surveys that they always send out, you know, like, what more help do you need, where are you lacking? And they got to know me more. So they said to me, well, we have this, we got in touch with this guy named Derek Duplessy, who has, you know, the Duplessy Foundation, which helps women and minority business owners through coaching. He's having a 3-day program, which I think you would benefit from.
When I met Kathleen, I was very impressed of her product and her desire to learn. And, you know, when Kathleen took the training, she changed it. She was so happy. She was so passionate about talking with Derek. She was so energetic. Things started really changing for Kathleen. It was like a tipping point. After the training with Duplessy, it was like, well, she's gone.
It was just really cool that she would allow me to coach her on these fundamentals, even though she was a very much inexperienced pro salesperson. And what was interesting was there was a healing that took place in her business. I'm super proud of her because her team is seeing her for who she always has been, which is a leader. More than anything else, it just revealed what was already true. And I'm just really glad that as an organization, we had the opportunity to sort of reignite that fire for a natural leader.
The small business loan is now paid off, which is great, as of a few weeks ago. Still working on the Amex that kind of carried the company. You know, we bootstrapped a lot of it before the loan from Community Capital. So that's still around, but for the first time in about a year, the bank account is positive. We stopped putting our own money, or I stopped putting my own money into the company, and it's kind of now financing itself again. For me, I've realized that my value of richness is to be here for my kids. You know, when my oldest was doing field hockey for high school, I was able to take her back and forth. I was able to see her games with my twins in their drama club. I'm able to be a part of those moments.